today to present in person, but I'm going to do my best to give you a sense for what my action plan was all about in this video. So I hope you enjoy it. Hi, Lana.
Super.
As of September 2013, Gaspé Elementary School had 101 students registered from pre-kindergarten to grade 6. We're rated a 9 on the MELS Poverty Index. About half of the students come from homes that are bilingual, but on the contrary, we have many students coming from Anglophone families that speak very little French despite living in a Francophone community. Anglophones make up 13% of the Côte de Gaspé. We're about 30% more likely to have obtained no certificate, diploma, or degree than Francophones, and 36% more likely to live below the low-income cutoff. However, we do have many supportive parents here at Gaspé Elementary School, a very strong governing board and home and school association, not to mention being involved in the Community Learning Center network. All these are protective factors. Our students rate a high sense of belonging to the school based on the TTFM survey results, and teachers are committed and dedicated to student learning and school success. Our objective is to improve student results in math as measured by the year-end competency report and final evaluation situations in June 2014. The data indicates that our school results have been poor for the past 2 years. In fact, Cycle 1 is the only level where our school success rates exceed the school board success rates. Our analysis of the results in the MESA indicate that there seems to be a trend in the student learning data as measured by the year-end evaluation situations and Cat 4 standardized tests. In general, as the grade level increases, our student math results decrease. It was clear that our MESA objectives and targets were to focus on math. First, to increase the success rate in elementary end of Cycle 3 math results, and secondly, to increase the success rate in elementary math at all cycles. Our targets are as follows. First, to increase the success rate from 27.3% in June 2013 to 60% in June 2014. And secondly, to maintain success rates above 90% at Cycle 1 and increase success rates in Cycle 2 and 3, Year 1, to 70% by June 2014. The strategies in our math action plan have developed into a 4-prong approach. First, we would focus on developing our data team. Secondly, we would work with the solving a situational problem competency with focus on the key feature to decode the elements of a situational problem. Third, we would attend professional development training for a research-based program entitled On Cloud 9. And finally, we would use online math tools to support student fluency and recall of math facts. The data that will be collected will include summative assessment results, formative assessments, IXL and Reflex online math administrator reports, end-of-term competency reports, and survey results from both student and staff self-evaluations. Our targets and indicators will examine both cause data and effect data. We hope to increase staff collaboration in data-driven instructional improvement, improve student results on formative and summative assessments, We hope that staff members will participate in math professional development. Student and class reports from online math tools will show improvement and high frequency of home usage. Increase in student confidence in math as measured by self-assessments. And research-based instructional strategies, assessments, and classroom activities will be developed in collaboration within the data team.
What we figured out. What we thought one of the problems was in our math was definitely the situational problem at the end of the year. That's where all the kids struggle with. So we decided that we were going to focus on that for the first hour. So we decided that our teaching strategy was to create a chart to help them break apart the problem. And that way it would basically calm them down and be able to process what is asked of them. So that was our...
The data team decided that we would create a problem-solving decoding template or skeleton that could be used by students at every grade level. We developed a chart including picture icons or pictos that each teacher would use as a way to decode parts of a word problem by relating the problem component with a symbol.
So basically, before we even decided to teach the strategy, we just gave them a pre-assessment to see where they were at. And what we did is that we gave them a problem, and the problem was cut up into little sentences. And what they had to do was they had to glue it in the proper sections of the chart. So we had facts that would help them solve the problem. We had the question of the problem. We had the answer, the operation, and flush it, which is the information that they give you for the problem, but you don't need it all. It's useless information. So the kids really, really enjoyed the flush it. They actually even make the flushing noise when we put something in the flush it. So for pre-assessment, what we just did was we gave it to them in an envelope all cut up, and they had to stick it where they thought. For grade
and
1,
Mark
as
said,
you can
glue
see,
everything on the paper.
as I said, glue it, make sure all your pieces are stuck on the paper. They've taken this literally to stick the envelope also on the paper.
In order to analyze data, one of the strategies suggested by the data team process is to classify students' results into 4 categories: proficient, meets criteria, close, and far behind the expected criteria. What the pre-assessment results found was that we had 17 students across all grade levels who were considered proficient. 21 students were meeting the criteria, 12 students were close, and 18 students were far behind. So the objective now was to take those students who were close and far behind and help them to meet the criteria for decoding a situational problem.
Logan, why is it that you highlighted apples and Maira and Haley in your question?
Because it talks about apples, Myra, Haley.
Okay, so how is that going to help you with the facts? For an example, what do you have in your hand right now?
Lennon has big cat.
Okay, would that match? Would that be a fact?
Flush.
It would be a flush. Why would it be a flush?
Because it doesn't talk about apples, Myra, and Haley.
Excellent job. Thank you, Logan. Clues of the facts that you need. There are 3 words in the question that gives us the clues. Lennon, why don't you tell me one? Joe. So we're looking for anything with Joe. What's another thing? Logan.
Leaves.
Leaves.
And two.
Leaves. Excellent. And Maira.
Things.
Who?
Things.
Dan. Dan. So we're looking for Joe, Dan, and leaves.
And
Does that sound good? Yes?
Which one are you cutting out right now, Mayra? You're cutting out the question mark also. Is that what Miss Marquita asks you to do? Always start by cutting out the question?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But if we don't put the question first, we don't know what to do.
Oh, okay. What did you do again, Lennon?
2 plus 3 is 5.
Can you show me your workspace? Oh, wow, that's really, really well done. Good job. Now, if you were going to write a sentence as an answer, what would your sentence answer be? Who are the boys that we're talking
David,
about?
Joel,
Okay, so
Joel, and Dave have 5 years in all.
yeah, that's great. As of October 23rd, the team had implemented their instructional strategies and they were ready to examine the first set of post-assessment results. The SMART goal was to have at least one student from every grade level move up a level. The results indicate that the instructional strategy was effective, although we did not have every student move up a level. Every grade level except one showed an increase in the number of students who were proficient at the task. Every grade level except one showed an increase in both meeting and proficient categories. How did your instructional strategy impact student learning?
The evidence that I saw that our strategy was working was when we gave the students word problems in various formats and in different activities. We could see that they had been adopting the strategy of picking apart a word problem and identifying the components. And from the onset of our strategy, that was sort of the goal that we had for the students, was that they could identify key parts of a word problem. And now we see that they're able to do that much better.
I just feel as a team. So not that I'm just teaching math by myself anymore, but, well, I am, but in one sense, but that we can come back and discuss what problems we've had. And like Barb and I discussed, oh, the answer doesn't work well, or all the jumbled up problem. You have someone to bounce ideas off of.
We found another teaching strategy.
It's
I
like
think
a
the many
super
heads is a
math
good.
team.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Because we get a chance to bounce the ideas
That's
and
right.
see, and oh, that didn't work for me, oh, that didn't work for me either,
That's right.
or that worked for me, oh, maybe I'll try it, kind of thing, so.
And we also were able to refine the idea, I think, quite a bit over the 3 or 4 meetings that we had.
Definitely.
We got better as we went on.
Move from one room to the other that they'll be familiar with. And knowing that the other students are working on the same things they're working on. And knowing that the other teachers, when the students go to homework program or resource, are doing exactly the same, we're teaching exactly the same things. So that way they're not extremely confused, everybody's on the same page.
The On Cloud 9 program uses the same techniques as those taught for reading comprehension to promote concept imagery in mathematics. As mentioned previously, the evidence is clear that math was the weakness for our school, and our NANS, or New Approaches, New Solutions focus, should be to support professional development training in numeracy. By triangulating the results, we also found that those students who showed weakness on the DRA scores were also at risk in math. This provided further evidence that by using a consistent program for math concept imagery and reading comprehension, we would have a significant positive impact on student achievement. The NANS team supported the conclusion that it would be important to follow a professional development plan that was consistent with the approaches to learning that are already in place within the school. The post-workshop objective would be for the team to have a debriefing session together using our common AP time. In order to reinvest the new learning from the workshop into the math program at our school, the team would need to work together to develop a mutual purpose, a common understanding, and set parameters for further implementation. As Blaise and Phillips writes, all leaders and teachers work together to continually grow and are, in effect, lifelong learners in the service of student achievement. Blaise and Phillips write that principals in our study asserted that excellent teaching includes sophisticated use of technology into the curriculum and alignment with learning goals. Furthermore, Hattie's meta-analysis Visible Learning suggests a very high effect size for the use of computers in the classroom. With this research in mind, the staff has been engaging in learning opportunities that will help them to incorporate technology that is now current and readily accessible at our school. The IXL program is aligned with the QEP competencies. The teachers and students can select areas to work on based on the math strands in the progression of learning. Reflex math is a system that uses games to focus on fluency and recall by practicing various operations with fact families. Students and teachers have usernames and passwords, and they can practice at home and at school. Just seen is a summary of our Gaspé Elementary School Math Action Plan. You observed elements of the 4 strategies that we've selected, including focus on PLCs and the data team process. The second being our focus on situational problem and decoding. Number 3, the On Cloud 9 professional development that is being supported by our NANS funding. And finally, the 4th strategy being the use of online math tools in order to promote math engagement in our students. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure being with each one of you in class, and bye!